All right, guys. Shadell here, and today we're going to talk about training in mobility. We got a few points, probably be the longest video ever made, but after you watch this, you'll be confident in going into Sam's to kill mobility. So, first things first, guys, is don't stress, right? With mobility, there's a lot of information, a lot of things you're going to have to learn. It will come over time. Don't try to learn everything all at once. You have many resources that you're going to be able to use, links with all the data and information that you can find out about the cell phones. Anything you really need to know about an actual cell phone. I mean, customer comes in, wants to know the difference between, the iPhone XR, XS. All you have to do really is just go to Google. You literally type iPhone XR versus iPhone XS like at the top, and it will tell you everything you need to know about the difference in the phone. So when I say don't stress about all the information, what you want to become is more resourceful and use your tools to answer customers confidently. You know, for us, it's better to be ignorant in mobility and find the answer with the customer. It's better to say, ma'am, sir, I don't know. Let's find out together and give accurate information instead of misinformation, information that they can see and you can see, and over time you learn. If a customer comes in, and you're like, hey, what's the cost of the plans? Don't guess, don't try to figure it out. Go to the websites. Everything about the unlimited plans, the share plan, it's easy to use. You can just click it, it tells you the lines, it does the calculation for you. So, what I've created is a resource bank, and in my office, they save this on their phone, and basically it's all the link. Customer wants to know about Sprint, AT&T, it's all there. There's a quick pricing guide that you can compare, information about the general phones. But one of the major things that we're going to use is, you know, Sprint has one, it's called a YAP tool. Verizon has one, quick reference guide. Well, in our office, we're attaching mobility to DirecTV. So one of the major ones we use all the time is the AT&T MST tool. We're going to get to that here shortly. But what we talk about becoming resourceful is keeping this so you can find all the accurate answers that you need. You know, especially with promotions, BOGO. Don't try to guess what the promotions are. Read exactly what it says. Hey, what's going on with AT&T? I don't know. Let's find out together. Get into the habit of saying that. Get into the habit of having a customer take a picture or printing off a copy of and circling it of the promotion that they're getting. So, use your resources to your advantage. Now, guys, we're going to learn the 4 P's to selling mobility. Um, it's really about these 4 P's will help you organize yourself when selling phones, knowing the plan, the phone, the promo, and the price. And what I've done, guys, is I've created a new mobility side by side that you can take the customer through the 4 P's. And Zach, I added protection because we got to push square trade. So let's learn this together, guys. So first things first, customer walks up, they have Verizon. Let's say my customer right now with their Verizon, I find out that they're paying $300 a month, right? So what I want to do, guys, is take the customers through the process of what AT&T is offering. So, first things first, I'm gonna suggest what type of plan do they have, and you know, with Verizon currently, and I'm gonna show them our unlimited plan, right? And if they have, this is where you use the tools, right, guys? So if they have the unlimited plan with Verizon, and we want to show them our unlimited plan with AT&T. You go to the MST.com, and there's a dealer code that you're gonna put in. It's it's in the notes as well. JSSVS. You put the dealer code in, and then you can click on Rate Plan Calculator. Once you do that, you'll see all the different plans. There's two unlimited plans. I'm gonna do the cheaper one, which is the unlimited and more. And the customer, let's say the customer had 3 lines with Verizon. So I'm gonna come over here with AT&T, three lines. If you see it right here, monthly cost is 165. I can go back now to my side by side and let the customer know that, hey, the plan is 165 with AT&T. Now, what type of phones are they interested in getting today? The customer heard that iPhone came out with two, you know, a ton of new X's and then XS, and they want to know what the difference are. So, you know, I don't know, Mr. Customer. Let's find out together. Type it in Google. The XR, the XS. Well, one's bigger. I can see that. There's more sizes, larger sizes with the XS Max, right? They have the same battery life. What are you looking for with the phone? And we go through it together. And now the customer can make a big decision on what phone that they want. And then let's say the customer says, hey, I want an iPhone XS, and I'm not quite sure what the I want an iPhone XR. So I want one XX, and let's say customer says 64. And I want one XR, let's say customer says 128, and another XR 128. I would say perfect. So now we find out the cost of each phone. Guys, if you're in the store, the cost of the phone is right in front of the kiosk, so you just look at it. But just let's say we're looking online right now just to find the cost of the phone. This is an example of a iPhone 8 Plus, depending on the payment plan, which is 30 months or normally 24 months. The price is broken down. So, for the XR, we know it's a little bit more expensive. For this conversation, let's say it was just $40 a month, right? And then the XRs, let's say they were 26. Boom. So now that we know the phone that a customer wants and the cost, let's look at the promotion, right? So on the MST tool, the website that we were at with the rate plan, you can click discounts and credits. So let's say the customer is okay with paperless billing. It changes the cost to 145. And then right now I want to find out if the customer is a first responder, military, or veteran. And this is the account holder only. Can't be a family, can't be a relative. It has to be the account holder. Let's say they were military. Boom. So now they get two major discounts, $20 and another 36.25. So I can come back here and let them know, hey, they got a paperless discount, right? And then they got a 36.25 discount for military, right? And now, guys, the way how the BOGO offer works, I wish I had a copy of it here to go through it with you guys on this video. But the BOGO says it's buy one, get one free. So the XX or the XR would qualify the customer, since this is line one, this is line two, and then that's BOGO. So buy one, get one with a new line only. So let's say I explain this offer to the customer. The XR wouldn't qualify for a full BOGO offer. They would get a $750 credit. The phone costs $800. The customer would be responsible for paying $50 for the cost of the phone. So therefore, since that phone costs $800 and the customer got a $750 credit, this is what the customer would pay for the phone over the course of 30 months, $1.67. So then I can look at the customer and say, hey, this phone today, you're getting it for $1.67, right? And I use a different color because of the BOGO. So the phone is reduced that second line and only the second line. So now everything's changed. I want to let the customer know what their new bill is going to be with AT&T with all the discounts applied. And the way to look at this, guys, is, you know, you go to the MST tool. It's right here. It does all the work for you. You're literally just clicking, and it's 108.75, right? That's his new plan. So if you take 108.75, that's the plan. All right. What else do you need to add? The cost of the phone, right? So $40, 26. So that's 66 plus a dollar 67. So that's a 67. That's 67, 67. So that's his new bill, 176. Oops. That's his new bill, guys. I'm sorry. 176.42. Now, guys, this is where we tie in DirecTV, right? So, Mr. Customer, because you're doing the BOGO AT&T offer today, we're offering you a $200 cash card for upgrading to DirecTV. And guys, remember, the customer's military and getting the unlimited plan. So you get $15 off the choice package, $15 off the internet. Get the customer's first year with NFL Sunday Ticket, you know, all under $80 for both services, and get you a $200 cash card. This is how you tie in your benefits, guys. This is how you market. You don't sell, you market, you educate the customer. Let's look at it all together. For half of what you're paying for Verizon, you can get TV service, three brand new phones, and a $200 cash card. So this is where we market. This is how we win in mobility. Now we go back to the customer and say, hey, listen, we're giving you all phones that cost over $2,000. We got to protect them. Let's get you hooked up with Square Trade today. It's cheaper than the carrier insurance, and you can use it 4 times compared to two, and the deductible is 139 versus $200 from any of the carriers. So Square Trade is what Sam's Club's offering today. Plus, you're getting a $200 cash card, so we're reimbursing you for the Square Trade for at least two of them on us while saving you money. So we tying everything together for the customer. Now, guys, just like DirecTV, customer has a monthly price that we figured out. Now we're going to show them the upfront cost. Too many times people go through, setting everyone up for the phones, and then they don't tell the customer that they have to pay the taxes inside the stores for the phones before they can walk out. So to prevent you from activating the phones and the customer can't afford it, burning the phone, we tell them. So here's a good guesstimate. The cost, if a phone costs under 800, it's going to be about $60 to $80 per line. Over, $90 per line. So the excess, it's over, so that's 90 for that line. And then the XRs, you got two of them, so about 60 to 80, so about another 120, right? Another one, since it's two of them, 120 to 160. So all together, right? You're probably, Mr. Customer, going to pay about, what's that? 220 to about 250 to get you started today with all the taxes, Mr. Customer. Hopefully you're prepared to pay that at register. We can package everything all together for you, and we just walk the customer through making this decision inside the stores. I know my math's a little off, but it was just too much for the video. So guys, um save these save this side by side on your phone. So that way, you can go through multiple scenarios with multiple customers, go back to back. At the day, you can review, this with your supervisor, your trainers, and, try to get better. This app is Notepad Plus. I like it personally. It's really easy to use. And this is the mobility training video. Hopefully you guys save the resources. You can also do this with Verizon, do this with Sprint. All this, guys, is just